say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Good evening and welcome. Glad to have you along for this Tuesday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Denver Nuggets here in Ball Arena. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Let's see the stat sheet here for Cade Cunningham.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find a stroke tonight.
A look at the Pistons starting group. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Then there's Cunningham, then it's Duren, and it's Lee in at the shooting guard position. And for the Nuggets, they've got Aaron Gordon. Hayden Watson is out there with Tim Hardaway. Then it's Bruce Brown, and it's Murray in at the 1. Most of the season behind us, Grant. Talk about the mindset for teams right now.
Well, if people tell you the standings don't affect the mindset, VA, they're lying. Everyone is asking themselves how they can improve or maintain position. You just don't want to backslide now.
Outside Hardaway. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Yeah, that's like a layup to Hardaway at this point in his career.
Thompson outside. Pass to Lee. The 3-ball. On target from range.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Murray. The shot that time not on target. Cunningham with some nice D. To the inside. And Duren with the basket on the assist by Cunningham.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Outside Murray. Six on the shot clock. From the top of the key, the shot no good.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Pass to Thompson. With 1 on the clock. And the dunk by Duren.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Brown looking around. And again, it's Denver missing. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Down low. Here's Harris. And he buries his first look.
He's often labeled as an outside shooter, but Harris does most of his scoring inside.
Murray inside. He's watched by Cunningham. Looking to win the run. Murray, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And, Coach, last season, the Nuggets were 5th in three-point percentage, but dead last in attempts.
Yeah, you could argue that they should shoot more threes, but then again, they were 2nd in percentage on 2-point field goals, so they have a wealth of options. And, to be honest, offense is rarely a problem for the Nuggets.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Some great defensive players in our freshman class this year. Let's see who is leading in rookie steals. To the middle. Here's Brown. When I think about Bruce Brown, the term glue guy comes to mind, Coach.
Yeah, B.A., I think that's right on the money. The way Brown hustles and does a little bit of everything, he can cover for gaps in a rotation. A key cog for that 2023 Nuggets title team.
First one falls. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
So hits one and misses one at the line. And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A., talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
So it's Denver now, following the score by Detroit. Screen by Watson. Brown passes to Hardaway. And again, Denver no good. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
And again, it's Denver missing. The Pistons lead by 9. Pass to Harris. Detroit moving the ball around. Gordon against Duran. Harris outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Harris has got 5 now.
I just love the ball move.
To the paint. Here's Gordon. The Pistons clear it. Duran's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Lee, the pass to Harris. And the shot goes in. Harris has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Murray for 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Well, that's Jamal Murray's game in a nutshell. A score-first guard with great confidence.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Denver. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Back over to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Hardaway up top. Murray against Cunningham. Murray looking around. Shot clock at 6. A shot from the low post is good. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
And with a defender in his face, Murray is fearless.
Cunningham passes to Duran. Murray against Cunningham. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
Yes, surprised to split the season series last year. These guys have confidence in themselves against anyone they face.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to specific matchups and style of play. Sometimes you have a difficulty with a team that shouldn't be on your level.
Here's Cunningham. Denver getting their last shot to go. He's off on that one. Good D by Murray. Lets the 3 fly. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Yeah, that's Murray unleashing that smooth outside jump.
Harris outside. Pass to Lee. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Lee's got 7.
Already 6 of their points coming off second chances. Pretty impressive.
Outside Murray. Now here's Gordon. Duran with a rebound.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Cunningham. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Yeah, they're getting pummeled on the offensive board so far.
Nuggets trail by 10. Outside Murray. Pass to Watson. Kick out to Brown. And here's Gordon. Covered by Duran. Murray from outside. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Yeah, and this is an area over his career where Jamal Murray has really improved that three-point shooting.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Let's give a warm welcome, your Nuggets team.
Different look for Denver. Jokic is checked in for Hardaway, and it's Christian Brown in for Brown. Here's Ivy. 9 points for him in his last game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Aaron Gordon and Jaden Ivey. We've seen him come a long way as a player, Coach.
Yeah, it took some time, D.A., but we're now seeing the full range of his talent. He can be a force on offense and an absolute pest on D.
First one falls for him.
And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Najee's checked in. so he makes both from the line. And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Here's Najee, and he gets that one.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Yeah, they've also had a great deal of second chance points tonight. Great job finding the offensive board and then converting on those extra tries.
Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Just 4 to shoot. Gordon pulls it in. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Denver. They trail by 6. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Yeah, confident-looking shot by Gordon. You know he's feeling it when he's taking and making these.
Here's Robinson. Yet to see a basket. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
That wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And the Eastern Conference has been great to watch so far. Here's how things are shaken up midway through the season. Taking a look at Detroit, they're currently holding on to the 3rd best record in the conference.
Right now for Detroit, I think they're the team you dread having to play. I mean, they've been performing at just about their best in every game so far this season.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Back over to you.
On the rise. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Now here's Ivy. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Here's Murray. 35 points for him last game against Memphis. The Pistons lead by 3. Pass to LeVert. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Denver shooting around 44% in this opening quarter. Brown passes to Najee. Now Murray. Ivy defends. Back to Najee. 3-pointer. Holland with a rebound. And Detroit is shooting with confidence in this one. 48% in the first quarter. Robinson finds LeVert. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Ivy's shot is off. Murray against Ivy. Now Murray. He's got 11. Pass to Gordon. And the layup is good. And that's now 7 points for Aaron Gordon.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Jalen Duren has been leading the charge for the Detroit Pistons. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, This defense is in for a long night.
Zeke Naji out there with Nikola Jokic. Then there's Christian Brown, and it's Strother in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Pickett. Naji sets a screen. Inside, and he dunks it down.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Pass to Cunningham. Shoots from 12. Jokic grabs the board.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Here's Pickett. Back to Jokic. Fires from deep. For 3. The Joker knocks it down. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Denver in the lead. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Pass to Brown. Back to Jokic. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. The field for the three-point contest is just about set. And no matter what the final list looks like, it's going to be an incredible competition.
It just always is. The winner gets to stake claim as best shooter in the world. And that's a title lots of guys in this league really want.
You look at Lee. He's currently up there in the voting at number 2. So clearly no one is sleeping on his abilities as a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yeah, it's his long-range shooting that puts him on another level. Definitely a guy who belongs in this contest.
And the hype around this year's three-point contest has been tremendous. And it's only increasing as All-Star Weekend gets closer.
Yeah, looking at the list now, I think any of these guys could win it. Speaking just as a fan, I can't wait to see what happens.
So it's Denver now, following the score by Detroit. Here's Strother. No points yet. It's Jokic, high post. Jokic finishing through the D.
Well, Jokic is no stranger to contact, and it's going to take more than that to bother him.
Pass to Ivy. To the inside. Reed. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Pickett. Holmes, a screen on Cunningham. Out to the right wing. Fires for 3. Holmes, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Well, this is why you run offense through Cunningham. He's a creator.
Denver has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. Brown's got his first 3 points of the game.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
LeVert finds Ivy. Here's Cunningham. Let's go with a 3. And Holmes pulls it down. Jokic with it. He's got 5. Stripped it away. Pass to Cunningham. Back to LeVert. 5 on the clock. 4-3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Denver has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Stand whether he's coming off the bench or starting. Karis LeVert has become a guy teams rely on.
Yeah, Brian, coaches love that about him. He can produce for you whenever you need him to. That readiness is a valuable trait in this league.
Now here's Ivy. Pass to Cunningham. Cunningham on the take. Oh, he drilled it. He's shooting 3 for 8 from the floor.
Yeah, once he gets momentum going towards the rim, Cunningham is hard to veer off course.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
We got a tip for you now. Here comes your Nuggets Great Squad.
Completely new group here for the Nuggets. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Duren, he's checked in for Reed. Harris comes in for Klintman. Thompson, he's checked in for Ivy. And it's Lee in for LeVert. Nuggets trail by 4. Pass to Watson. Outside Murray. Here's Najee. Back to Murray. 5 to shoot. Over Cunningham. And again, it's Denver missing. The Pistons have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Pass to Thompson. Shot from the top of the key. And again, it's Detroit converting.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. 6-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. Here's Murray. Strong finish from Murray inside.
Well, that's just a terrific move. Murray's so skilled at creating space off the dribble.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. Back to Cunningham from behind the arc. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. So it's Denver now. Outside, Brown. Pass to Najee. And here's Murray. Puts up a 3. There it is. Murray buries the 3.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Here's Lee. And stolen by Brown. And Denver pushing it up now. Here's Watson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now it's just a 2-point Pistons lead.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Another 3 for Detroit.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Nuggets have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. And here's Murray. 16 points for him. Pass to Najee. Kicks it out to Hardaway. And there's a 3-second violation. And taking a quick look across the league, here are the most accurate free throw shooters. Second, Jamal Murray.
He's not a guy you want to foul. He's so calm at the line. Sinks his free throws with ease.
Aaron Gordon's checked in for Najee. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Sasser's checked in for Cade Cunningham. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. The Pistons lead by 5. Now here's Sasser. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Lee, the pass to Harris. Counted from distance. Harris has got 13.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Watson. Back to Murray. No good on the shot. Sasser with some nice D.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Nuggets trail by 8. Now Brown, averaging around 5 points a game. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, when Gordon's team makes it this easy for him, of course he's going to throw it down hard.
Back to Sasser. Lets it fly. They get it again. Duran with the bucket.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. To the paint.